Hey gang, so we're back from Tanzania after an amazing trip, and of course we had to bring home a lot of stuff that the girls have made, and so we have it for sale. Now remember, this is a fundraiser, and this is students that have made these material things. Now we have some stuff for the Maasai ladies too, but all the proceeds from this will go to keep the pantry filled and keep clinic going. If we can sell everything that we have on our table today, then we can fund clinic for 2 whole months. That's pretty amazing. Services for all our women and pantry. So, can you help us help them? We're gonna start with some of my favorite stuff, and these are our hot pads. We have a bunch of different varieties in color, but as you can see, there's different sizes. Each one comes as a set of 6, and so they're really super nice for those of you that like to be in the kitchen, and no laughing from my friends out there. So we have the teal blue, the green, which is my favorite. We had a blanket in this green and I just loved it. An orange, a pink and blue, a more brownish and pink, and then a brownish and gold. Okay, so next we have ditty bags or toiletry bags. People call them different things. So you see how big they are. A water bottle will zip up in it long ways. So you know it's great for like overnight for your cosmetics, or for guys for their deodorant and whatever they take on a trip. So we have 3 different ones of those. They're $10. We always get, why isn't there something that we can get for men? And these are padded. So we have 3 different kinds of African print. Now this one is a little softer. It's a little softer kind of material than the normal African material right there. Next, we have our, we kind of call these can be cosmetic bags for women, but they're not gonna hold long brushes, okay? But like if you got your stuff to go on an overnight trip, or what I use these for, I have one in my purse and I have my insulin stuff in it. What I love about these is they have the little tag, so like if you're carrying a backpack or whatever, it'll hook to your carbiner clip inside or whatever that is. They will fit smaller phones. They wouldn't fit my giant iPhone because I have the largest iPhone with the biggest the biggest, bulkiest case ever. So it wouldn't fit in, but it would fit Laura's iPhone. So so that's, that's kind of what size these are. And again, we have different prints. There's a few purple ones, the orange, the different African prints. And next we have, these are small, but I love these. These are change purses. They will fit your credit cards. They will fit your extra money. However you want to do that, or like say you're going to an event. Laura just told me what she does with hers is she has a carbiner on it and she clips it to the hook of her jeans and puts it in her pocket because it's not going anywhere. Again, these are great for that. And we have a variety of prints. The ones that are the blue and the pink, they are made out of a waterproof type material, just so you know. So if some of you maybe do the kayaking and the canoeing thing, which I know some of you do, this may be the one you want, the blue and the pink one. So we have like 4 of those. So the change purses are $5. The cosmetic-y type bag is $10, and the travel bag, the ditty bag or the toiletry bag is $10. Okay, so I want to remind you guys that these prices are plus shipping and handling, okay? So we'll talk a little bit about that at the end of this. But we have one set. We only have one set left. All the others are gone, of oven mitts. They're $25 now. I want to say these oven mitts are padded, but they do not have, they're made by the students, and they do have a thicker material in them, but they don't have some of that stuff you have in some oven mitts, that will make them flame retardant or anything like that, because they're made by our students. But they're super nice, and they, especially along with the hot pads, they're really pretty. Next, we have what was our favorite thing last year, and that is our scrunchies. So our scrunchies are $4 a piece, as you can see. We have all kinds of colors and prints. We even have some that's made out of softer material, more Americanized material, a few like that. So there's anything you want. There's even Christmas color ones, okay? So the green and the black and purple are my favorite, but there's all the different colors. So they're $4 a piece. Get them while they're hot. We don't have near as many left as we had last year. I think we had 100 left last year. So we probably have about 20, 25 left right now. So that's where we're on that. Next, we have one pair of pants left. So these are a hot seller. Now the problem is that in Africa, they don't size things, okay? So I'm gonna show you that these are what we would consider a medium, all right? They have elastic at the top, so they will fit somebody really small and go up to somebody, bigger for sure. And they have elastic at the bottom. They're super pretty. These are blue and white. Again, they're lightweight. They're elephants. If you like elephants, I have a bag made out of the same material and I love it. So they're $25 for the pants. Elastic, by the way, is really expensive in Africa. Next, we have our tablet bags. We only have 2 left. These are great. They're padded. They will hold your tablet. Now, for size-wise, I have a iPad Pro, the large one, and it will fit in here in my case. It would not hold a bunch of extra cords or anything else with it. However, those of you that have the smaller iPads or the Fires or the Kindles or anything like that, it would hold your charger and just all the stuff in it. These are really great. They have little handles, more like a briefcase, but what makes them really nice is they also can fit inside the front of your carry-on or whatever and give your iPad a little extra protection and make it easy to get out and pull out. Okay, so those are $20. Next we have our un-African looking material for the men in your life maybe, or the hunter, or the Arkansas-y kind of person in your life. These are tote bags. They're really nice. They're flannel. They have a snap enclosure. They're lined. They do not have a zipper in these, right?
Correct.
Let me make sure. No zipper. Again, the girls use whatever material is donated to them as well, and somebody donated this material to us, so that's why they look more American-y looking. But they're great for a guy in your life, or somebody that likes the wildlife, because they have wolves and that sort of thing on them. So they could be a reusable shopping bag, or a tote for things you carry in and out of work or anything like that. Those are $15. Next, these are great. These are lined. They're lined. They have a snap closure, and they have a front pocket with, don't they? Yes. A front pocket with a zipper. It's early. It has a front pocket with a zipper. I had these made for all of our volunteers last year, and they loved them. They used them all over. Again, your tablet could fit in here. A small computer could fit in here. You can use them for your running around day bag, that sort of thing. So next we have a very similar bag. These are $20 as well. These have a snap, and then they have an interior pocket with a zipper. Now, I love these. The blue and pink, again, any of the blue and pink, this style is made out of a kind of waterproof material we're testing. Again, these have a long strap on them. If you feel like it's too long, you can tie a knot in the tie. And they're, again, your tablet could fit in these. You can use them for reusable grocery bags or shopping, particularly because you can put your credit cards and your money inside that little pocket. And so you can see we got a variety of colors. The green, this one's very kind of Christmassy, so if you have somebody in your life you're thinking about Christmas shopping for already. That's a Christmassy color. And so this blue and pink is really pretty. It too is the more water resistant kind of material. And then, as you see, we got all the different colors. Okay, so next we have our hobo bags. Now, listen, I told Laura yesterday, do not ever let me come home with another personal hobo bag because I have like 9 of them. I buy one every year for myself because I just love them. These are great. When I tell you, you can put anything you want in here. I use this oftentimes as a carry-on bag. Now this one, you can tell it will go all the way over me. And so for some of you that aren't as booby as I am, what you do, if you want to wear it as a crossover, you put a knot in the top, okay? So that way it fits any length. I will tell you some of these are bigger than others and some of them are going to be too big for some of you unless you're using it as luggage. So this one is a great size. It's big for those of you that like big. It does not have a zipper. Most traditional hobo bags do not have zippers, but we do have one that has a zipper in it. Now let me tell you, I could almost put Lisa inside of this bag, and we have bought this bag for Lisa, just so you know. But the zipper is very long on this bag, and she is very short, and so there wasn't enough space at the top to tie. So I want you to know that the zipper does come all the way up here, right? Which makes it so nobody's getting in it. And if you're riding on a plane, it makes it so your stuff is not getting out of it. But if you're not at least my height, and I'm short, I'm 5'2", but Lisa is way shorter than me. I don't know how short Lisa is. But come over, Lisa. Lisa's short, so for Lisa, we could put her in the bag. So we had a zipper put in this because we were gonna give it to her, but it was just too big. So if anybody is interested, yeah, you can see. So we could pack her to go to some place, but she wasn't gonna be able to carry it. So all the hobo bags are $25, and also this other purse, we have one purse left, and it's $25. It has a exterior zipper, and it's fully lined, and it's made out of water resistant material. And again, it has a long strap. It's easy across body, but you can see it's longer, so you could fit your tablet in it, your day stuff. And again, you tie them, they're like traditional hobo bags, right? So you tie them at the top to make them the right length for you. And so all the different bags here are $25. Okay, so next for our Christmas lovers, because I know we have a bunch of you out there, we only have 2 left, but we have Maasai ladies who beaded these reindeer Christmas ornaments. They're $10 a piece. They're super cute. Laura already brought some. We have wooden animals. So the larger wooden animals are 10, the medium one size, because we don't have any large ones left. Medium size are 10 or 3 for 25. So we have 2 giraffes and the zebra. I am amazed by this zebra. I keep telling Laura about this zebra because he's rounded. So he looks like he's walking and eating. It's crazy, like it's an optical illusion, but it's super cool. So we have the 3 of them, and then we have 3 hippos. And the hippos are $5, and the larger ones are $10, or 3 for 25. And there we are. Next, we have more Maasai stuff. So the Maasai lady stuff, again, it's all hand beaded, hand done by them. So the first thing is we have this bowl. You might notice for some of us that are family, it's pride colors almost. It stood out to me tremendously. So we've got it. We have this barrel, again, beaded so pretty at the top. This can hold pins on your desk. It could hold cosmetic brushes. It could be the thing that sits by your bed, like I have 10 of, that you drop your stuff that's been in your pockets during the day. You could use it for all kinds of things. There's a beaded giraffe, and a beaded bowl. Now these bowls are really interesting. Laura has one that she uses at home. I have a couple of them. They are not, what do you call that, symmetric. They're not supposed to be. This is the way they're supposed to be. You can push the beads down or have the beads up. And again, this could be something you hold change in, or anything like that. So all of these beaded items right here are $15 a piece. We have a random left, all the rest are gone, Kilimanjaro keychain, particularly for those of you that have been to the mountain, and they're $5. And then we have our nesting boxes. So we have 3 different sets of them. They're $30 a set. So this is the large part of it. And as you see, they're nested inside, right? So if you bought these to use at home, you would have 3 different sizes. But sometimes people buy them in a set and then they give them each as gifts. So, the little ones could hold earrings, whatever. These are, again, made by the Maasai women. I just love the green ones. I think they're so pretty. So those are 30. We also, next to them, have coasters that are beaded coasters, again, by the Maasai ladies. So these match, by the way. So there's a set of 6, and they're 20. There's 3 different varieties of those. Next, we have our wooden bowls. Everybody went crazy over these last year. So this year we only have 2 left that haven't gone. We have an elephant, 2 elephants, but elephant bowl. And then we have just an African pattern bowl. There's our wood carved, amazing. And then we have a set of 4, the different animals, made out of soapstone, and those are also 15, all 4 together for 15. So you've got 2 giraffes and 2 elephants in the soapstone bowls. And then we have 1 small Maasai storage box that I'm not sure how it's here, but it didn't have the other 2 to go.
It did not.
So it's $7 for 1 small one. And then these are amazing. These are heavy duty trivets. They are woven out of whatever wooden material, I'm not sure what that is. And then they are hand beaded by the Maasai ladies around the top. So they are $20 a piece, or 3 for $45. So that's a good bargain, like if you buy all 3, but they're $20 individually. They're not exactly the same size. One is a little smaller than the other 2. So not much though, just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. And then we have our little soapstone animals. And so the big elephant, he's $10. And yes, I'm letting him stay here. He has purple all over him, but I can't buy everything. And so he's 10, and then the little ones, we have 3 little elephants, and they're $5 a piece. We have 1 sewn elephant, and he's $5. He's super cute too. And then these may be my favorite thing that we bought home this year. These are soapstone, they're coasters. Everybody's always asking me for something that's a little nicer for their house that may not be handmade and that sort of thing. So we've got 2 sets of these. There's 6 of them in a set. They are heavy. They're soapstone. They're $40. Each set is, every coaster has a different animal on it. So you got the elephant, you got the, he's not called a buffalo, water buffalo. You got the giraffe, you got the rhino, you got the zebra, and you have the lion, okay? So that's what's in each set. Again, you've got this kind of sunset rainbow pattern on one, and then the other set is blue and purple, and they're $40 a set. So next we have 2 paintings that were made by, artists in Tanzania. The first one is an elephant. I love him, and I would keep him. Except the reason I'm not keeping him is this. These you're gonna have to take and have either put on wood or stretched and put in a frame. And we all know I suck at that stuff. I did bring me an elephant home on a wood frame and brought the frame home with it because I buy pictures every year and I wind up giving them away because I don't take them and get them mounted. But the elephant, and then we have a traditional Kilimanjaro picture. It's the mountain with the Maasai. This is beautiful too. So they're both $25. They both are made by local artists in the Moshi area. And again, you will have to take it, have it stretched, and either put on a piece of wood or framed. We have our padded storage barrels. Again, the girls originally made these for cosmetic purposes in your bathroom, like your brushes or hair ties and that sort of thing, but they can be used for so much more. So I want to show you the size so you have an idea of the size. They stand up, right? So you can put your phone and your charger in them beside your bed at night. So that's easy to get to. You can drop your earrings in there. You can use them in any room of the house. I use them. I used to use them. I'm going to use one because I'm going to buy one today to keep your remotes in beside your bed so that you don't lose your remotes, because Laura's laughing because I lose every remote in this house all the time. So they're the perfect little storage thing for that. They're $10 a piece. As you see, they're just all kinds of different African prints. First come, first serve. Yes, there's some purple for our purple folks out there, but first come, first serve. All right. Next, we only have one blanket left. All the others sold pre-sale or sold before we got the videos made. But we have one blanket left. It's $40 and it's 65 inches by 42 inches. They're heavy. They're like a heavy throw. You can have them on your couch. You can have them at the bottom of your bed. They will fit the top of a single bed. So like if you have a kid in college or whatever, maybe you have a guest room that you just want to lay something pretty on the bed. I love them. I use mine all the time. I have 3 or 4 of them. I keep one in my suitcase for when I'm going places where I don't know what the bedding may be like in certain hotels, that sort of thing. But they do weigh a good bit. They're substantial. So this is the only one we have left from this year. Okay, gang, so that's all our wares for the year. So remember, if you're buying something that's sewn, it may not be 100% perfect. Most of it is perfect, but there could be a hitch or two somewhere because these are made by our students. And the money you pay for this stuff goes back for our students. It keeps our clinic running where they get services, and it keeps our pantry open. So just kind of keep that in mind. The final thing I want to say is the prices are plus postage. Now, you can either Zoom us the price of the thing you're buying and guess the postage and add it, or you can Zoom us the price and then ask me when I mail it to tell you what the postage is. I will trust you that you're gonna not Zoom. Zelle us the price. But just an idea of prices. Since we don't have coffee left, coffee was heavy, obviously, but the priority box, the box is $13 and $19. The priority envelopes are $10. If you're buying something like, 3 scrunchies, I'm gonna put that in a regular envelope. So, we're gonna have $1 or $2 postage on that. But if you buy something heavy, like these soapstone things, they absolutely are gonna have to be wrapped and wrapped and wrapped and put in one of those priority boxes, okay? So that's just to give you an idea. I know most of you ordering are gonna be Friends Together peeps, so just don't shortchange us, don't make us eat your postage, because then we don't make any money.